We are really excited to show you some of the highlights from the latest release 4.47, which is available now. There are lots of new features, configuration options, and other refinements in this update, all based on customer feedback. There is a lot to cover, so let's jump straight in. You can now hide specific items from the product and department browser on the tills. This is particularly helpful for those in hospitality that have modifier products that will never be sold as individual items, like extra cheese. Hiding a product can be done in the web portal by editing the item in the Stock Products menu. The Hide option will be towards the bottom of the Product Details page. You can now add departments to product browsers, giving you increased flexibility and easier access to your most common products. This is done exactly the same way as adding products to the browser, but you can now also search for departments. The web portal has a new transaction summary report. This mirrors the transaction history screen on the tills and provides high-level information of each transaction, showing the total, the number of products sold, the payment type, as well as who carried out the transaction and when. All web portal reports now have the option to be exported to the CSV file type. You still have the option to export to XLS files as before. Moving over to the tills, there are a number of new configurations available. These are all set up in the profile in the web portal, which can be found under the Config menu. It is now possible to have the system prompt for the transaction reference when adding the first item to the basket that would be sent to an order printer or KDS. The Force Reference on Adding First Item option can be found in the Functions area of the profile. The ability to add notes to items in the basket can now be restricted to different user levels. This can be configured in the User Permissions area of the profile. You can now hide the tax information from the journal on the till. To hide these values, set the new option, Display X tax and tax values in basket, to No, which can be found in the Tax and Commission area of the profile. There is now also the option to remove the tax summary from customer receipts. To remove this, set the Show Tax Summary section on customer receipts to No, which can be found in the Receipts section of the profile. Other changes and improvements include performance improvements, especially on devices that have slower disk read and write speeds. This will be particularly noticeable when adding products to the basket and the suspending and resuming of transactions. When scanning the barcode of a variant product, the window showing all the product variations will be displayed, mirroring the behavior of tapping a variant product. When tips are set to disabled in the profile, the tip values will be removed from the local till reports as they are not relevant. For customers using alternative login methods like Dallas keys or barcodes, you can now switch clerks even faster by just presenting your login method instead of first tapping the switch clerk button. The surcharge feature has now been added to customers using the light license type. When creating departments, the system can automatically create a department product to be used as a dump code. These will now contain the word MISC at the end to be more easily identifiable. The adjustment report in the web portal will now detail any reasons that were recorded during a discount or price override. The existing accounting integrations now have the option to mark if invoices are recorded as paid or not. For the benefit of support providers, the system now records the till's operating system version in the end day record, which can be found in the transaction report. Finally, there are some new payment integrations, including Visa's Tap to Phone and Optimoney's Accept Pro solutions. The existing Zettel integration has been updated, as has the Sunmi integration, meaning their latest generation of devices can now be utilized. Further details on these new features can be found in the appropriate tutorial video. The manual also includes details on how to configure and use these new features, which can be accessed from your tills or the web portal. Please also check out our latest videos. If you need to get in touch, please contact your support provider, whose details can be found on the Register menu or in the web portal.